and thank you all of you guys. The class was really amazing and interesting too. And
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
Mm.
Okay. Congratulations, Miss Yolanda.
Thank you. Congratulations to
You,
Miss Zoe. You did
you
a really
are
good job.
very intelligent. You read very well.
Thank you, Miss Zoe. Thank you. You too.
Steffi,
Hey, Miss
Hello.
Steffi. You did a good job,
Steffi,
Miss Steffi.
where you
Mm,
baby?
thank you. She's sleeping now.
Oh,
Okay.
you are really happy tonight. I love seeing you smile.
Thank you
Aha.
so much.
Okay, so welcome everyone. We are really happy to have you tonight, especially you, Ms. Zuli and Ms. Yolanda, as the intermediate learners. We are going to get a really good class tonight, as always, but this class will be really interesting. So first of all, we're gonna talk about second conditional. As I mentioned before, it's a really good part of grammar that sometimes it's difficult for the people like to understand. But tonight, we're gonna try to explain in a like easy way to let you understand really well. And after, we're gonna talk about like daily topic, which is about technology, especially vocabulary that related to technology. And we're gonna talk about like things that going on internet. And finally, we're gonna talk about, as we mentioned before, internet language. So for that reason, we are going to get our text that where we have like some 3 paragraphs that divided in 2 parts. You will have opportunity like to read and listen, and you're gonna try to focus and try to learn new vocabulary and try to understand. So first of all, what we are going to do, we're gonna try to ask you to read the text for us. It's going to be you, Ms. Zuli, and you, Ms. Yolanda. For example, before reading, the instruction for number 1 said read and listen. How often do you use computer and what do you use it for? It's like personal question. First of all, Ms. Zuli, how often do you use a computer?
Um, all days during the day, 4 hours perhaps.
Okay, but what do you use it for?
Okay, my correo and YouTube and page Jehovah's Witness. Is that?
Okay, good. Thank you very much. And about you, Miss Yolanda, how often do you use a computer and what for do you use it?
I use my computer every day and I use it for service, for doing homework, for class, and also I use it for YouTube.
Great, I appreciate it. Do you want to say some, Miss Milta? How often do you use a computer and what for do you use it?
Every day.
Every day, okay. And what for do you use it?
To follow the meeting, to play, to watch videos, and so on.
Interesting. I love and so on. Good. So let's go now. We are going to keep on with our class. So now we are going to read the magazine. But we have 2 people in the text. One is Kelly and the other one is Brett. So Miss Yolanda, you are going to be Kelly, and you, Miss Zuli, you are going to be Brett. But first of all, the title said Q&A today, the internet. Q, it's mean question. A, it is answer. It's like question and answer today, the internet. They say we ask 2 teenagers from the USA about what they think of the internet. Here are the answers. Let's go, please, Kaylee and Brett, please.
I use it every day. I have lots of friends who I write emails to. I chat and I have my own blog on myspace.com. It's fantastic. If we didn't have the internet, life would be really boring, I think.
Okay, Ms. Zuli, your Brett, please.
Okay. I use it a lot too. I have my own web page and I used to write about my hobbies and interests, and I get email from other people. I also post videos quite often.
Okay, so congratulations. So now let's go for question 2. Question number 2 said, if often asked you to recommend a really good website, which one would you recommend? Kelly and Brett, please.
Girlsworld.com. I like it because it gives girl advice on what to do in difficult situations. But it's also fun. There are cool games and there are some interesting reading stuff.
My own website? No, but serious is someone ask me that question. I couldn't know what to say. I visit too many websites. There definitely isn't one website that I would recommend.
Thank you and congratulations for the reading. So question number 3 said, do you ever listen to podcast? Curly and Brett, please.
Sure, and I sometimes set it on my own files. I think it's great that you can say what you think and how the young people all over the world can listen to you.
Listen to podcasts? No way. I don't have the time. But even if I had more time, I couldn't bother with podcasts maybe. But no, I don't have enough time.
Thank you very much. Let's go. We get another question, like question number 4. Question number 4 says, if you were offered a job in computing, would you take it? Kaylee and Brett, please.
I'm not sure. I like computers, but as a job, I think I want to work with people. You can meet thousands of people on their work, but I prefer to meet real people in my job. If you know what I mean. You know what I'd like to be? The manager of a big internet company with lots of people.
Definitely, if I had a chance, I'd like to work as a web designer. I love design, and I like creating my own things.
Okay, so thank you very much and congratulations, Miss Yolanda and you, Miss Zuli. It was a really good reading. So now I know maybe you have like some words you don't really understand, but it's not a problem. You can try to guess and try to understand, and after we can go further, like to try to explain you some words you don't understand. But now let's go. We're gonna try to answer question letter B. We have 3 opportunities, like you can answer. The first point, they say read the magazine article quickly and find out who. For example, Ms. Zuli, who has their own web page?
Brett have own web page.
Okay, thank you. And you, Ms. Yolanda, who listen to podcast?
Kaylee.
Okay, Kelly. And finally, Ms. Yolanda, who would like to work in computing?
Brett.
What? Okay, good. So thank you. But now my question, Ms. Yolanda, do you understand everything, every vocabulary in the text, or maybe you have something you don't understand?
Yes, I understand, teacher.
You understand? And about you, Ms. Zuli?
Understand too?
Okay, I really congratulate you. So you the other guys, if you don't understand something, maybe you can let us know in the chat. You can write what you don't understand and we will try to explain you. But now what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to read again. But this time we're gonna try to listen, especially for pronunciation. Please pay attention, Ms. Zuli, especially you, and try to read at the same time. And after, we are going to try to get the answer for letter C. Let's go, please. We are going to try to listen to the audio and we're going to try to get the answer. Please pay attention, everyone, and listen carefully.
Unit 12, Exercise 1C. Listen and write T for true or F for false. Q&A today. The Internet.
We asked 2 teenagers from the USA about what they think of the Internet. Here are their answers. Question 1. How often do you use the Internet and what for?
I use it every day. I have lots of friends who I write emails to. I chat, and I have my own blog on myspace.com. It's fantastic. If we didn't have the internet, life would be really boring, I think.
I use it a lot too. I have my own web page, and I use it to write about my hobbies and interests. And I love getting mail from other people. I also post videos quite often.
Question 2. If a friend asked you to recommend a really good website, which one would you recommend?
agirlsworld.com. I like it because it gives girls advice on what to do in difficult situations, but it's also fun. There are cool games, and there's some interesting reading stuff.
My own website? No, but seriously, if someone asked me that question, I wouldn't know what to say. I visit so many websites. There definitely isn't one website that I would recommend.
Question 3. Do you ever listen to podcasts?
Sure, and I sometimes send in my own files. I think it's great that you can say what you think, and other young people all over the world can listen to you.
Listen to podcasts? No way. I don't have the time, but even if I had more time, I wouldn't bother with podcasts. Videocasts maybe, but no, I don't have enough time.
Question 4. If you were offered a job in computing, would you take it?
I'm not sure. I like computers, but as a job, I think I want to work with people. You can meet thousands of people on the web, but I'd prefer to meet real people in my job, if you know what I mean. You know what I'd like to be? The manager of a big internet company with lots of people.
Definitely. If I had the chance, I'd like to work as a web designer. I love design, and I like creating my own things.
Good. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that for your paying attention, listening. So now we are going to try to answer the question for letter C. So according to the text, they say write T for true for this question 1 to 6 and write F for false. Let's go first of all with you, Ms. Julie, which is number 1. Number 1 says Kelly has a blog. It is true or false, Ms. Julie?
It's true.
Okay, you say it is true. And number 2, please, Miss Yolanda. Brett has never posted a video. It is true or false?
It's false
Why it is false?
because Brett says that he has his one web page, and he also loves post video quite often.
Quite often. Okay, good. Congratulations. Okay, quite in this context, it's mean very. When you say quite often, it can also mean very often. Thank you and congratulations. And about you, Ms. Zuli, number 3, please. Number 3 says Kelly doesn't like the reading stuff on girlsworld.com. It is true or false?
False.
Why?
Because girlsworld.com, I like it I like
No.
it.
Okay.
She like this page.
She likes. Okay, she likes this page. Good. So number 4, please, Miss Yolanda.
Yeah, it's true.
You say it is true. Okay, let me read for you. They say the interviewer asked Brett to recommend a website, but he didn't answer. You say it is true. And about you, Miss Zuli, what do you think? It is true?
False.
Why?
Number 4. No, sorry. But he no recommend what website other people to other people.
Okay. Okay, so I agree with Ms. Zuli, Ms. Yolanda. I think it is false. Ms. Yolanda, I think it is false. So why did you say it is true, Ms. Yolanda?
Because at the end of his answer, he said there is definitely isn't one website that I would recommend. He didn't answer the question.
But the question said the interviewer asked what to recommend a website, but he didn't answer.
Ah. Yeah.
It is false because he answered,
He answered.
but couldn't name a particularly website. I'm so sorry, a particular website, but he answered. Let's go with you again, please. Number 5, Miss Yolanda. Brett would like to have more time to listen to podcasts. True or false?
False.
Why?
Because he said I wouldn't bother with podcasts.
Okay. And finally, Ms. Zuli, Kelly isn't sure if she would want to work in a computing company, stuff like this. It is true or false?
It's true.
And about you, Ms. Yolanda, is it true or false?
False.
Why do you say it is false?
Because she said she can be the manager of a big internet company. It's still working on computing.
Computing. You say it is false. And about you, Ms. Zuli, why did you say it is true, Ms. Zuli?
Because the question is Kelly isn't sure.
Uh-huh.
It's true. Isn't sure.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't sure.
I think Ms. Zuli is correct, Ms. Yolanda. It is true for number 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because the question says, she isn't sure if she would work for a company. I'm so sorry. Yeah,
oh my god.
Tonight it's like, because the question, it's a kind of easy. This is why maybe you fit
It's
now.
so confusing.
Yeah, it's a kind of confusing. So what I mean. Yes, but for the text, for the vocabulary, it's like for elementary. So what I mean, but it's a kind of deep. Good. And finally, for letter D, they say whose ideas about computers are close to your own? Brett's or Kaylee, and why, Miss Yolanda?
I think Kaylee.
Kaylee, and why?
Because she said that she wants to work with people and meet thousands of people on the web, but she prefers to meet real people in her job, and I prefer that too.
Okay, thank you. And about you, Ms. Zuli, who's Brett's or Kaylee?
Kaylee.
Why?
Because she have our blog in Miss Space. She likes internet. She say it's fantastic. Another thing.
Okay, it's a kind of fantastic. Good. So congratulations. I appreciate your answer. You have different opinion about like internet. So, and I think today internet, it's like in everyday conversation. You will have a lot to say about that if you're in a situation like to talk about internet. And I think this text will really help you. You can review it, especially for vocabulary. Okay, good. So now we will move on. So I'm so sorry, dear guys, if you don't ask question, but as I mentioned before, you're free to ask question. You can raise hand if you really want. But now let's go. We will change and we will go to grammar. This text was really good, as we said, and now we'll go to something which is a kind of like different. Okay, good. So I'm going to write 2 sentences. Good. So I'm gonna write 2 sentences. So pay attention and try to see if you can understand. Please pay attention. Pay attention, especially you elementary learners, pay attention. If I had power, I would change the world. Okay, good. So let's go with you, please. Okay, good. So if I had power, I would change the world. Do you understand this sentence, Miss Yolanda?
Yes, teacher.
According to the sentence, Do I have power, Miss Yolanda?
No.
I don't. I don't have power. But I say if I had power, I would change the world. Let's go. I am going to write another sentence. Please pay attention. I would do that if I were you. Okay, so Ms. Zuli, do you understand that sentence, please? I would do that if I were you. Okay, I'm so sorry. Ms. Zuli, we don't hear you. I don't know if you're here.
Yes.
Okay, good. So I would do that if I were you. Do you understand the sentence?
No.
Okay. Okay. And about you, Miss Steffi, Miss Newta, are you here?
Yes, I am, teacher.
Okay, good. I would
Yes,
do
teacher.
that.
Thank
Uh-huh.
you.
Good. I would do that if I were you. Miss Newta, do you understand that sentence? Okay, I'm so sorry, Miss Newta. Let's go with you, Miss Yolanda. If I were you,
I understand.
you understand? Good. If I were you, I am you, Miss Newta. Miss Newta is not. Miss Yolanda, am I you?
No, you are
And
not me.
I will never you. What do you understand according to the two sentences, Miss Yolanda?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, you say yes, you understand. So my other question, the two sentences, they are real situation or imaginary situation?
Imaginary situation.
Everyone, you can write this word, imaginary situation, in a paper or somewhere. Please, Miss Muta, Miss Ireland, Mr. Morrows, everyone. Imaginary situation. So the two sentences in English, we call this grammar part the second conditional. Second conditional. Conditional. I'm so sorry. Okay, good. So the second conditional. The second conditional. So, Miss Yolanda, if you're here, let's go with me, please. According to the two sentences, how do we form the second conditional in English?
Okay, we form it with if the past simple plus would or wouldn't plus verb.
Okay, good. First of all, when or why do we use second conditional, everyone? To talk about imaginary situation. Thing that is not real, that is not true, or will never exist. Our second conditional to talk about imaginary situation or unreal situation. How do we form it? As Miss Yolanda said, we use if plus past simple. And would plus verb. we use second conditional to talk about imaginary situation. How do we form it? If plus past simple and would plus verbs. When we say plus verb plus the main verb. The main verb not in the past. And one thing you should remember, Miss Stacey, Miss Mirta, Miss Yolanda, everyone, the if part never go with would. Never. The if part never goes with would. The will if plus past simple and would plus verb. For example, if I had, past simple. If I had power. If I had power, and we have would plus the verb. I would change. Until now, do you really understand, guys? If you don't understand, let me know before going any further.
You can repeat the rule for a please, teacher.
The rule or the reason?
The rules.
The rule is if plus past simple and would plus verbs, or plus, okay, plus verb, not verbs, plus verb to not confuse you, plus verb. You can say plus verb or plus the main verb. Miss Mirta, do you understand? Because sometimes I can see,
Yes, I do.
Okay, you do, you understand. Because sometimes, Miss Stacey, when you're talking, you want to talk, but sometimes I see that you have problem to use this part. From today, you will be able to use the second conditional easier or really easy. Okay, so now we will see if you understand. For example, Miss Yolanda and Miss Julie, pay attention. What is the difference between the first sentence and the other and the second, Miss Yolanda? Just say something. Hello.
I think for the first one, the first part is like in past simple, and
yes, okay, I see your point. You can see the first sentence we start with if, with the if part, but in the second sentence we start with the would part. It is not a problem. You can do it interchangeably. But the difference, Miss Yolanda, in the first sentence we use comma. When we use if in the first part of the sentence, we use comma after the if clause. But when we use would, we don't use comma in the sentence. I don't know if you are here, Miss Yolanda, because the class is for you especially. Okay, congratulations everyone. If you have any question, any doubt, you can let us know. Somebody is writing in the chat. Okay, congratulations, Mr. Mose. I appreciate it. So now let's go. We are going to practice. Let's go. Okay, good. So now let's go in the book. The grammar part says second conditional. Look at these sentences from the text on page 88. Are they about real or imagined situation? For example, we have two sentences. Can you read them for me, Miss Yolanda? Yeah, Miss Yolanda is not here. Please, Miss Julie, read the sentences for us. Two examples, please.
Okay. If we didn't have the internet, life would be really boring. If someone asked me that question, I couldn't know what to say.
Okay, as they ask the question, I'm so sorry, they say, "Oi, they about imagine situation or will situation." As we explained before, they are imagine situation, not will situation. This is why we use second conditional in English. Good. So according to the rule, they say find more example of the second conditional in the text on page 88. Underline them. Let's go. We are going to see if you understand. Somebody has a question. Okay, Miss Ireland, please. Hello. Your microphone, Miss Ireland.
Hello.
Hello.
I can say if I had money, I would buy a car.
Congratulations. Yes, it is good. If I had
money. Okay. Money. I would. Money. Okay.
I would buy a car.
I would buy a car. Okay, I understand.
Okay, congratulations. I really appreciate that because everyone understand. Okay, so now we are going to practice. We will see. Let's go, please. If you understand, let's go to the text on page 88. Please try to find other examples of second conditional and try to underline them. Let's go, please, to the text. Let's go to the text. For example, we have number 1. I give you 3 minutes to do that, please. Try to find sentences that related to second conditional. Underline them, please. I give you 3 minutes to do that. And after, we're going to try to discuss them together. Okay, so let's go.
Mr. Michael, in the question 3, para bread, right, I golden border. Border. I golden border with postcards. What is the word? Podcast.
Okay.
Border.
Okay, good. Okay, after I'm gonna explain you the spot. I'm gonna explain after, Ms. Julie. Okay, good. So let's go, please, with you, Miss Yolanda. Give me like the words that you encounter in the text, please. Let's go with you. Give me the first sentences. I'm so sorry. Give me the first sentence, the second conditional that you find, Miss Yolanda, please.
If we didn't have the internet, life would be really boring.
Yes, but we already have. We already have this
okay.
one.
Okay. I have another one. If I had the chance, I'd like to work as a web designer.
Okay, it's a good one. And after? Okay, let's go back. We're gonna try to see. In the paragraph paragraph 2, I'm so sorry, question 2. Can you read for us the question, Miss Yolanda?
If a friend asks you to recommend a really good website, which one would you recommend?
What do you think? It is one?
Yes.
Yes, it is one. Good, interesting. And in the paragraph 3, we have another one. Brett, please.
If I had more time, I wouldn't bother with podcasts.
Okay, so now, for example, we have podcast. What is podcast according to you, Miss Yolanda? You don't understand what is podcast?
Not really.
Okay, good. And about the verb bother?
Bother. Where's bother?
You said bother with the sentence.
Yeah. I understand.
But what does this verb mean, or this word mean?
I wouldn't bother with podcasts. Like, I wouldn't not wasting my time, but
maybe Jeffia is giving you the body.
The synonym is boring, to Michael.
No, it's not boring. The synonym of bother is disturb. For example, sometimes you can say, okay, Mr. Michael, for example, Miss Yolanda, are we here?
Michael.
Yes, teacher.
Sometimes I heard in some video when the people said, you bother me.
You bother me, you
I can say derange.
Okay, yeah, it's a kind of good. Yes, it's good. I like the French. It's a kind of pretty good. Yes, it's a kind of disturb or give somebody trouble, or give yourself trouble. Do you understand, Miss Zoli? Hello?
No.
Okay, let's go.
Mister.
No problem. We're gonna try to see. Okay, good. So now, for example, you have bother. For example, Miss Zuli, you said your not your son, but your dog. You said the dog stop bothering me. For example, the dog doesn't want you to attend the class, and you say the dog stop bothering me. Do you understand the sentence, Ms. Zuli?
Yes.
In this context, bother, it means disturb. It's like the dog is giving you problem.
Okay.
The dog doesn't want you to attend the class. Stop bothering me. Or you can say, don't bother me. But sometimes you bother yourself. It's when you give yourself problem. When you're really anxious about something. When you have anxiety about yourself or about something. You bother yourself. Do you really understand, Miss Milta, and you, Mr. Mowers? Okay, good. So don't forget, we were talking about second conditional, and we said we use second conditional to talk about imaginary situation, not real situation, and how to form the second conditional. If plus past simple and would plus verb, would or wouldn't, as Miss Yolanda said. So now let's go. We are going to practice. Pay attention and let's go, please, Miss Yolanda and Miss Julie. Letter C says circle the correct words. For example, if I had money, I would buy a new bike. Circle the correct words. For example, Miss Yolanda, pay attention, please. We have in the if we have had, and in the would, I'm so sorry. Yes, and in the would I said I would. In this context, you underline or you circle the other would or would buy. Let's go now, Miss Yolanda. We have number 2 and number 3, please. Read and circle. I'm so sorry. Circle the correct words.
Okay, they would pass the exams if they worked harder. If we leave the nearer school, we wouldn't have to take a bus.
Congratulations and thank you very much. Ms. Julie, please, number 4 and number 5.
Okay. They would come to your body if you go ask them. Number 5.
No. Again, please, Ms. Julie.
Number 4. They go come to your body if you go if go ask them. No?
Miss Yolanda, please.
They would come to your party if you ask them.
Congratulations. If you ask them. Why? Because if never, Miss Julie, never goes with would.
Okay.
If plus past simple, not if plus would. Never. Okay, good. So thank you very much and congratulations, Miss Yolanda. Let's go, please, with number 5, Miss Julie.
If she I will do that. If she told me, really,
No, Miss Julie. If never, nunca, never go with would.
Okay.
Again, please.
If she was be really ill, she go to see a doctor.
No, again, please. The first part is good, but the second part is not good.
Okay. If she was be really ill, she when go to see a doctor.
Yeah, she would, not she went, Miss Julie, because the would says if plus past simple and would plus verb. If she was really ill, if she was really ill, she would go to see a doctor.
First I talk them.
No, maybe you find.
Yes. You did así primero.
Okay, if you said it, now it is good. It is okay. Let's go with number 6, please, Miss Julie.
Okay. I give you her address if I go know it myself.
No. If never go with would. Again, Miss Zuli.
Okay. I gave you her address.
No.
I could know.
No. Because you cannot say if I would. Never. It's not exist. If I would know. Never. If never goes with would. Miss Milta, do you want to try number 6, please?
Mhm.
Okay, Miss Milta, no. And you, Miss Steffi, do you want to try number 6?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would give her her address if I knew it myself.
Congratulations. Congratulations. I would give you her address. I would give you her address if I knew it myself. I would give you. I would plus verb, and if plus past simple. Okay, so you the other guys, congratulations, Miss Steffi, because you did really well. Okay, let's keep move on. We're gonna try to see. For example, now let's go with letter D. Letter D said, complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs. Number 1, I think it'd be a great party if the music wasn't so slow. When you get the apostrophe D, it's a short way to say would. Let's go, please, Miss Yolanda. Number 3 and number 4, please.
Number 1, number 2, and number 3?
Yes.
Okay. What would you do if your dog ran away? She would talk to you if you were nicer to her.
Thank you and congratulations. Do you... Okay, and about you, Ms. Zuli, did you have the same thing, Ms. Zuli?
Only number 5, 2, 3, and 5.
Okay, and 2. What did you have for 2, Ms. Zuli?
I write what goal you do if you dog run again away.
Away. Run. Okay, run. The past tense of the verb run.
Yes.
Okay, congratulations. And number 3, what did you have for 3?
She or child.
She.
Child. Talk to you if you were nicer to her.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So let's go now with number 4, Miss Zuli.
Number 4 is not going. Number 5, yes.
Okay, Miss Steffi, do you want to try number 4, please? Just try, please.
I can say, you wouldn't study his room if his father didn't tell him to.
Congratulations, Miss Steffi. Next class, come to intermediate. Congratulations. I said congratulations. Miss Yolanda, do you agree with Miss Steffi?
Yes, teacher, I agree.
I appreciate it. Because the rule is really simple. Wow, amazing, Miss Steffi. Let's go, please, with number 5. Do you want to try number 5, Miss Milta?
Yes, I do, teacher.
Let's go with you, please.
If I had more money, I would buy nicer clothes.
Congratulations. If I had, I would. If I had more money, I would buy nicer clothes. Congratulations. You're amazing as well. Okay, good. So let's go number 6, Miss Zuli, please.
I haven't number 6.
Okay, you didn't have number 6. Okay, who want to try? Do you want to try? Steffi, number 6. Just try. If it is good, it's good. If it is not good, it's not good. No problem.
Okay, I'm gonna. Who would you invite if you, I don't know, the pasta ring? If you ran holiday for 2.
Or holiday for 2. Again, please.
Who would you invite if you the pasta ring?
I like it. A
holiday for 2.
Congratulations and thank you. You only made something, but I congratulate you because you are the person of win. Okay, Miss Zuli. The first part, Miss Steffi, complete the first part. Who would you invite if you? What is the person of the verb to win?
One.
Congratulations, Miss Ghana. You were really far away. 1. W-O-N. Miss Steffi, congratulations. Again. Who would you invite if you won or holiday for 2? Okay, again, please, Miss Zuli. Now you understand?
Yes, mister.
Yes, who would you? Okay, it's a kind of like this. So let's go. We will keep on to see how things keep move on like for you. Okay, so now for number 4, they say we pay attention, everyone. Pay attention. They say we often use if I were you. If I were you, pay attention, add apostrophe D. Add, it's mean I would. If I were you, I would give advice. It is okay, Miss Yolanda?
Yes, teacher.
So in general, what do we say for the verb to be when we have I in the past, Miss Yolanda?
Where?
In general, what do we say? For example, where were you this morning?
I was.
I was. But while here, what do they say? They say where. Pay attention, it's a rule. After if, we use where for I, for he, and for she. This is why I ask you to pay attention. They say we often. For example, Miss Yolanda, if you say if I was, is the English is good?
No.
Yes, it's good.
Yes, it's good.
It's good. But we often say if I were.
I were.
For example, I don't know if it's Rihanna. If I were a boy. If I were. But the grammar, like the way we talk,
Rihanna?
I don't know if it is Rihanna, but there's a song. If I were a
Beyonce.
boy. Beyond? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not a fan. Good. Okay, so now they say work with a partner, look at the problems, and take turns to give advice. We are going to try because the elementary guys, they didn't prepare, they didn't have the book like to prepare. I cannot ask them to do anything now. But let's go with you, Miss Yolanda. For example, one said, I am bored. What is the advice? Can you read the advice, Miss Yolanda?
If I were you, I'd read a book.
I'd read a book, or I would read. This is why you should learn well. Not you, when I say you, Miss Yolanda, but all of you. Because if you don't learn well, when somebody said, I'd read, you will not understand. You will think it's something else. I'd read. Okay, good. Let's go for the problem one. I haven't got money. What is the advice, Miss Yolanda?
If I were you, I'd find a job.
Congratulations. Number two, Miss Yolanda. My parents don't understand me.
If I were you, I'd try to communicate better.
Appreciate that. Okay, good. So let's go, Miss Zully, with number three. My computer keeps crashing.
If you buy a new computer.
Okay, your sentence is good, but again, please.
Okay.
Miss Zully.
Okay. If you go buy a new computer.
Yes, the sentence is good. I understand perfectly, but it's missed something. Again, Miss Zully. If
you go
no. For example, read the first part said, I'm bored. What is the advice for letter B?
If you
No. If I were you.
Okay.
If I were you.
I were you.
Number three.
I buy new computer.
Okay, you can say yes. If I were you, I would buy.
I will buy
Okay,
a new computer.
On your computer. Or you can say I'd buy. Add I apostrophe D. I'd buy on your computer. Okay, good. So let's go please with number 5, Miss Zully. I think I might be addicted to the internet.
Okay. If I were you, I no addicted.
Okay, I got you. And about you, not no problem. And about you, Miss Yolanda, which advice do you get for number 4?
If I were you,
Yes, keep on.
okay. If I were you, I'd set a timer to control myself.
Interesting. I love it. And number 5, Miss Yolanda, I don't know what to do next weekend.
If I were you, I'd plan something with my friend.
Congratulations. Miss Milta, do you want to try or do you want to say something for number 6 or 5? Miss Milta,
Number
please.
5.
Number 5.
If I were you, I would go to the sea.
Yes, to the beach. I would go to the beach. Or to the sea, as you said. I would go to the beach if I were you. Do you want to try number 6, Miss Stacy, please? I am not doing very well at school.
Yes. If I were you, I would take a rest.
Take a rest. Congratulations. Interesting. So now what I encourage you to do, guys, all of you, from tomorrow morning, try to use the second conditional, because it is not easy, but when you know how to use it, you will love it. And when we are talking, it will be easier to talk, because you can use the second conditional to talk about imaginary situation. Okay, good. So I will congratulate you, especially Miss Zuli, and you, Miss Yolanda, Miss Stacey, and Miss Milta. Congratulations. So now let's go with letter B, please. Letter B said, put the verbs in the correct form to make questions in the second conditional, then ask and answer the questions. For example, letter, not letter. Okay, good. Letter A said, where would you go if you could visit any country in the world? Letter B, I'm not sure. Perhaps I'd go to Mexico. Number 2, please, Miss Yolanda.
Where would you go if you could visit any country in the world?
No, number 2, because number 1 is already done.
Okay. Where would you live if you had to live in a different country? I'd live in United States.
Okay. I'd live in United States. Congratulations. Okay, Miss Zuli, please. Number 3, please, Miss Zuli.
What letter, Mr. Michael?
Letter B.
Letter B. Number 2.
Number 3, please. Number 2 already done. Number 3.
I know. Worrying this part. Letter B, Mr. Michael.
For example, Miss Zuli. Okay. For example, when somebody goes to school, the person doesn't learn how to read the Bible. But when you get the Bible, just read it, because you know how to read. In this context, it is not necessary if you didn't prepare this spot, but you know the rule. You can just do it. Any sentences, you can try to do it, because you know the rule. Okay, no problem. Let's go. We're gonna try. Miss Milta, do you want to try number 4? Only if you want to try. Let's try number 4, please.
What they ask me to do?
Complete. If you cannot, I will explain, and I'd like to let everyone understand. Okay, Miss Stacey, do you want to try, please? Number 4.
I would.
If you could meet an important person, who would you meet?
Congratulations. It's easier for you, Stacey, because the rule says after if we have past simple. Not because one is more intelligent than the other. No, if plus past simple. And would plus the verb. Okay, congratulations. If you, what is the past simple of can, Miss Zuli? Could. If you could meet an important person, who would you meet? Okay, Miss Yolanda, number 5, please.
What would you do if you were invisible for a day?
I like this question. I
Um,
like this question.
I'd spend the night out to see how the night really look like.
Interesting. It's a really good
Go
question.
to visit customers.
Again, please, Miss Steffi. Okay, let's go with Miss Mita. Miss Mita is there. Let's go with you, Miss Mita, please.
I want to try.
Number 6.
Yes.
Okay, good. Please, let's go.
If you could have one wish, what would you wish for?
Congratulations. Congratulations again. If you could have one wish, what would you wish for? I think, Miss Mita, we can write this question in a paper. Write it down in your notebook or in a paper. And I'd like to practice with other people maybe next time. Only one wish. And number 5, Miss Yolanda, Miss Steffi, Miss Zuli, write it down somewhere in a paper, and I'd like to practice with the other guys. What would you do if you were invisible for a day? I would go to heaven, Miss Steffi, where the spirit live. Because if I'm invisible, I can go to the heaven, like, to see what's going on over there. I think it would be a really good thing. Okay, so congratulations, all of you guys. You did really well. I really love the way that you do things. I really appreciate it. So, but now we finish with the spot that related to second conditional. But now, before going any further, please, Miss Zuli, Miss Zuli and Yolanda, do you really understand? Don't you have any question? Do you want to ask or any comments? Please, let's go with you first, Miss Yolanda.
Yes, I understand, teacher, 100%.
I love that. And about you, Miss Zuli?
I want to practice the sentence. If you could, with a ruler. Is that
good? But what I encourage you to do, not only Miss Zuli, just get it in your mind, just get it in your head, Miss Zuli, not in the book, not in a paper. Because if you are trying to see in a paper, it's going to be difficult. But what you should remember, Miss Zuli, if plus past simple, would plus verb, and we use second conditional to talk about imaginary situation, or we can say imagined situation. Okay, so congratulations, all of you. As I said before, I really appreciate that, and I congratulate you. Okay, so now let's move on. But you, the elementary guys, I don't know, if you want to stay, you can stay, or if you want to go, you can go, because we have only some 20 minutes left. If you want to stay, you can stay, because it's all kind of really short. We will keep talking about internet. It's about girl, and I think you will love it. Okay, so we have this spot, number 5. We have a really good text that we're gonna read together. On the internet, it's girl time. On the internet, it's girl time. So now let's go. We are going to talk about it. But before, we have letter A. Letter A says, who do you think the girl in the photograph is? What do you think she's done or she has done? let's go, please. I will ask you to read, Miss Yolanda. I don't know if you can or if you're ready to do that. Please, can you read the text for us, Miss Yolanda?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, we can read the
According to-
title. I'm so sorry. You can read the title, and read everything, please, in the text.
Okay. Experts say that among young internet users, it's not the boys who create most web content. The pioneers of the internet at the moment are the girls. According to Jenny Baker, whose hobbies are designing icons, layouts, and glitters, most boys just aren't patient enough for blogging, uploading photographs, and creating their own website. Jenny posts her graphics on her own website and believes that most boys don't often have their own website. She thinks it's mainly girls. And Jenny is right. A study shows that among internet users aged 12 to 17, a lot more girls blog than boys. 35% of girls compared with 20% of boys. A lot more girls also work on their own web pages. 32% of girls compared with 22% of boys. Girls are also ahead of boys in working on websites for other people. Girls also seem to be more active in creating their own web business. Some of them have their own teenage podcasts which have become very successful, and sometimes their creators have their own TV shows too. When asked what they think about the study that shows girls are more active on the web, they say that they are not surprised because girls are very creative and sometimes more creative than boys. Other girls have started interactive designs with articles written for girls by girls. Girls from everywhere read our articles and they ask a lot of questions. They say, I think girls like to help other people more. One expert said, if boys were more interested in helping other people, the numbers would be different. But if girls are more enthusiastic about computers, why do women only have 37% of computer-related jobs? Maybe this will change in the future. After all, girls like this will be in the job market before too long.
Wow. Wow and wow. Congratulations. And thank you very much. You did a really good job. You read really, really, really well. That shows that you really prepared, Miss Yolanda. Okay, good. So now let's go in details. So first of all, letter A, Miss Zully. Who do you think the girl in the photograph is? And what do you think she's done? Hello, Miss Zully.
She's a girl. She's doing different things in the internet. For example, creating their own website, graphic and other things in her website.
Appreciate it. Good. I appreciate it. Congratulations, Miss Zully. Okay, now so let's go with you, Miss Yolanda, because you know it's you and Miss Zully. And Miss Ghana, if you're here, you can just let me know, because I know that you had connection problem, but if everything is okay now, let me know. Okay, good. So question number 1 says, what does Jenny think why does Jenny think boys don't create web content, Miss Yolanda?
She thinks that boys I was patient enough for doing that kind of things.
Perfect. Good answer. And you, Ms. Zuli, question number 2, please. In what three web-related areas are girls more active than boys?
Girls are also had a voice in working on the website for other people.
For the people. And about you, Miss Yolanda, what did you have for that question, please?
I have works on their own web pages and works on website for other people, and also they create their own business.
Appreciate it as well. It's a kind of good. Thank you, Ms. Zuli.
The girls is more percent with boys.
Okay, good. So now let's go. Let's keep move on, please, with number 3. Number 3 says, in what ways would boys need to be different to change the numbers? Miss Yolanda, please.
Boys have to be more active and more creative.
Active and creative. Great. And you, Miss Zuli, what did you have for that number 3, please?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Okay, good. No problem. Let's go, please, with number 4, Miss Zuli. Number 4 says, what is strange about the number of women and men in computer-related jobs?
Okay. After a girl like this will be in the job market before too long. The girls is not interesting job in the computers or works in relation with computer.
Okay, thank you. And about you, Miss Yolanda, what did you have for number 4?
I have women only have 37% of computer-related jobs, and they are more enthusiastic about computers than boys.
Okay, good. So thank you. It's 27. You said 30. It's a kind of 10 more.
30,
It's no 27.
27.
But you know, this book printed in 2010. I mean, from 2010 until today, maybe it's more than 27. If you compare in some developed countries, it's a kind of like, for example, in the country where I am, I think it's maybe 50-50, or maybe girls or more. In the country where I am, I think girls are more than boys. So what I mean, so in this context, I think things are kind of changed. This is why we cannot say it's only 27%. But in some other part of the world, girls absolutely, maybe they are 27 or less. Okay, good. So I think this text is really deep, and it's also really useful for you girls. I encourage you, please, you can try to read it again, and I'd like to understand better. Because we don't really have enough time, let's go. We are going to answer letter C, and after we are going to finish. And if you have any question, you can let us know after, or maybe in the next class. Let's go, please, with letter C. Letter C said, what do the underlined words from the text mean? What do the underlined words from the text mean? For example, we have the first word. Miss Yolanda, no, Miss Zuli is a pioneer. Miss Zuli, according to the text, what is this word mean? the pioneers of the internet?
Paragraph 1, and the pioneers of the internet at the moment are the girls.
Okay, and about you, Miss Yolanda, what can you say?
I said that pioneers of the internet means who begin or set the internet.
Okay, do you have, like, for example, they mentioned in paragraph 1, where in paragraph 1 do you have like a sentence or part of the paragraph 1 that related to number 1 or to pioneers? I'm so sorry.
Jenny crossed her graphic on her website and believed that most boys don't often have their own sites.
Okay, thank you.
It's many girls.
Yes, they say okay. It also they say it's okay. And we have, according to what expert says, can you read this comment for us, please, Miss Yolanda?
Experts say that among young internet users, it's not the boys who create most web content. The pioneers of the internet at the moment are the girls.
But in general, I know you're a pioneer, Miss Yolanda. You're a pioneer, Miss Steve, you're a pioneer. I like most of you are pioneer, but it's in other context. So a pioneer is someone who take lead. Do you understand? Who take lead in some activity, or sometimes there is some people who create something or who begin with something. For example, in your congregation, the pioneers, they are like the people who take lead in the preaching area or in the preaching work. Do you understand? Because they take lead or they do that more. Okay, so anyway, you understand the word pioneer, but sometimes in the aspect it's a kind of or different, but according to the expert, you understand better. So for number 2, they say girls or ahead of boys. According to paragraph 3, what does that mean, Ms. Yolanda?
That's mean that girls are most advanced than boys.
Congratulations. This is the word. It advanced. Congratulations. Make advanced or more advanced. It's a kind of good. Okay, good. So, and Miss Yolanda, number 3 said in interactive e-zine. What does it mean?
I think it's a magazine that appears on the internet.
Congratulations. Congratulations again. Okay, sometimes they say e-learning. E-learning, it's like something that you learn online. E-magazine, as you said, it's magazine, but that you found online. And finally, Ms. Zuli, number 4, they say in the job market. What does that mean according to paragraph 6? Hello?
Paragraph say after our girl like this will be in the job market before too long.
But what does it mean in the job market? Okay, and about you, Ms. Yolanda, what does it mean?
According to the text, I think it's mean like the numbers of jobs will be available for workers, like for women to do.
Yes, it's a kind of good, and it can also mean like people or girls who are looking for job. in the job market, in the job area, or in the area where people are looking for job. Okay, good. So congratulations, Miss Yolanda. You did really, really well. I really appreciate that. And I think this part will also help you in your exam preparation, the FCE exam. And I hope that you're gonna get a really good grade on it. So, and with the help of Miss Jafia and your preparation as well, we're gonna get a really good grade. Okay, so congratulations, Miss Zuli, Miss Yolanda, and all of you, the other guys. I know you really paid attention, but the last part, it's not easy. It's just only for Miss Yolanda and Zuli and Miss Ghana as well. But you, the other guys, you learn a lot. So at the beginning, as we mentioned, we talk about like internet, like some vocabulary that related to internet and everyday conversation or an everyday topic. And also we talk about like the second conditional. We use the second conditional to talk about unreal situation or to talk about imagined situation. How do we form it? The way that we saw it, we form the second conditional with if clause plus past simple, and would clause plus verb. And as we saw, you really understand. I really appreciate it, and I congratulate all of you. So for that reason, next class we are going to keep on with this chapter, and I think we are going to finish with it. Okay, so now we are about to finish, but before we finish, I want to know if you have something to say, Miss Zuli and Miss Yolanda, and you, the other guys. Miss Yolanda.
Okay, good night.
And about you, Miss Yolanda?
I have a headache.
Oh, put some ice in your head. It will help you. I usually do that when I have a headache. So thank you, Teacher Michael, and thank you all of you guys. The class was really amazing and interesting too. And I learned a lot.
Okay. Congratulations, Miss Yolanda.
Thank you. Congratulations to Miss Zuli. You did a really good job.
Very intelligent. You read very well.
Thank you, Miss Zuli. Thank you.
Steffi.
Hey, Miss Steffi, you did a good job, Miss Steffi.
Where you, baby?
Thank you. She's sleeping now.
Okay.
Oh, you are really happy tonight. I love seeing you smile.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Teacher Michael, for inviting me to Region Arts and the level intermediate. I really love it. I learned a lot. I'm gonna try my best to use the second conditional. It's really, really amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I know you're gonna do your best to use it. And your English will be different. I know that.
Miss Steffi think in English. She think in English. Well,
Miss Steffi, I text you since this week, since Monday. You didn't respond me. I'm waiting for your answer.
Your microphone is closed.
I'm gonna look for.
I like your Miss Zuli.
You better look. Yes. Yeah.
I will answer you. I promise.
Okay, honey. Okay.
Do you hear
So have a
me?
good night, everyone. Hello, Mita.
Have a good night
Good
too.
job, Mita.
I like your nails.
Okay.
Yes.
Yolanda,
That's Miss Mita. Oh, look. That's fine. Yeah. That's my natural nails. I love them too. Thank you for noticing that. I will have a good night.
I'm jealous. Because I don't have. Look.
But they are cute like that.
I don't love it like that.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. I congratulate all of you, especially. And I think you will have opportunity like to practice the second conditional. For example, the question that I asked yesterday, it was about second conditional. If you had to choose your name, which one would you choose? And Miss Stacey and Miss Sandy, they had a really good discussion this morning about changing the name. it was amazing. And finally, I don't know if Miss Sandy is going to change the name.
Yes, she's keep fighting with me. Sorry, good night.
Yeah, good night. Good night, Miss Mita. Good night. Say hi to your husband and say hi to
Good night.
your neighbors.
I'm fighting with her too.
Yeah, because she said, no, it's not Sunday, it's Sunday. Yeah, but Miss Davis, it's not a problem, it's Sunday. Anyway, it was good. It was interesting.
Yes, I'm just congratulate her because she's fighting for her name. That's what. Yes.
That's good.
What can I say? What I believe. Let me know you are not polite.
Yeah, she said, yeah, Miss Steffi, you are not polite. It was interesting. Okay, so that's all for tonight, everyone. Have a really good night.
A good night, Miss.
Good night, Mr. Moore.
Bye, Miss Ghana.
Have a good night, all.
Bye.
Miss Ireland, have a good night. Good night.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night. See
Have a
you.
good night.
Good night, Miss Ireland. See
Say
you.
hello to your family, especially to Michael.
Yes, I'm gonna do
yeah.
that. Good night. Good night, Mr. Mouse. Good night. Bye bye.